Hey friends, what's up? Miranda here, and today I have a bit of a taste test for you. So I picked up a few things at Big Lots. If you guys saw my picture on Instagram, make sure you're following me. Everything will be linked in the description box below. And then I also did pick up a couple things a few weeks ago at Grocery Outlet that I still need to try. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw those in for you. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to show you guys right quick the items that I'm going to be testing out and stuff. So we have these little Dunkin' iced coffee drinks. This one is the Thin Mint, the Girl Scout Thin Mint. And then this one is the Coconut Caramel, or otherwise known as the Samoa's. Is that, I think it's what it is, Samoa's or whatever. So we have these. We actually, well, at least close by me anyways, we don't have Dunkin' Donuts. I'm sure there's some somewhere, probably here in Oregon. I don't know. But the one that I knew of that existed around in my area years and years ago, it like shut down many moons ago. So yeah, we don't have Dunkin' here. So I'm excited to try those out because I do love me a good iced coffee. And like I said, I haven't had like Dunkin' Donuts. I don't think I've ever had Dunkin' Donuts, not even when it was around in my area. So I got that. This I was very curious about. And these first items I'm showing you are from Big Lots, you guys. But this item I was really curious about. This is the extra creamy peanut butter banana brittle. It's organic, non-GMO. I have no idea. I mean, I've had regular like peanut brittle and that's about it. So I'm curious as to how this is going to taste. If it's like peanut butter and banana or what the heck it is. I don't know. But got those. And then I also picked up these Deli Sauna. They're little sponge cakes with jelly and chocolate. It's kind of in a sense like a cookie. I got it in the raspberry as well as in the cherry. Now, if you guys kind of see the looks of this, I don't know if you guys remember those biscotti cookies that came out at Dollar Tree a couple years ago. Those things were heavenly. They had the chocolate covered with the orange center, and then they had the white chocolate covered with the what was it, the lemon center. Those were so good. I wish they would bring them back. But that's what they remind me of, because it was like the same sense. Like the top part was covered in chocolate. It had the filling, like the jelly, and then the bottom was like a little sponge cake kind of going on. So these I'm hoping will taste kind of like that. And then I did come across these taco flavored Doritos. I don't think I've ever had this flavor, much less seen it. So I'm very curious, and it does have that kind of like old school packaging going on, which I like. I honestly miss that older packaging of Doritos. You know what I mean? So yeah, kind of nostalgic there. And then the couple items that I picked up from Grocery Outlet, you guys, are these little these cans of Pringles, and they're the wavy ones in the smoked cheddar, and then the spicy guacamole. I don't know. This one sounds good. This one I'm not too sure about. So we're going to go ahead and just give these things a try. So let's go ahead and let's actually start off with some coffee because I am pretty thirsty. So first up, we're going to try this one, the Coconut Caramel or the Samoa. So let's see. Ooh, it definitely has that scent, you guys. You can smell the coconut and you can smell the caramel. It definitely smells like a Samoa. Coffee and milk beverage. It's kind of, for me anyways, it's on the lighter side. But I definitely think you can, you definitely get the coconut and you definitely get the caramel, but it's not my favorite. Like, I'm not sure how I really feel about the mix of the two. I feel like they should be separate. It's not terrible, but it's not my favorite. I mean, if you're into the whole coconut and caramel, you may like this. I don't find it to be too overwhelming. There is a bit of a strong coffee flavor. So it's not bad. I will give it an okay, just because I'm not really like a fan of them to mix together. Maybe if they were like separate, it would be like so much better. But yeah, you guys, not bad. All right, so next up, let's go ahead and try these Deli Sauna raspberry ones. And I was actually looking at the packaging. These are actually from Poland, you guys. Got some Polish little cookies or cakes, whatever you want to call it. I guess technically they're calling them sponge cakes. But, yeah. So you get them in this little package right here like that. And it looks to be... Oh, it smells really good. You can definitely smell that raspberry. But they look like that. It is definitely, you know, soft and squishy. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Again, looks just like those biscotti cookies. Dollar Tree, you need to bring those back. Por favor. This one is super, like, jelly-like. The raspberry flavor isn't bad, but I'm not a huge fan of the sponge cake. It's a little bit more on the dense side compared to the ones that came out at Dollar Tree. Like the biscotti ones, they melt in your mouth, you guys. And this one, it's more, you know, a little bit more on the like rough side. Like it's a little bit more thick, and I don't know, there's just something off about it that I don't really like. But the raspberry is nice, and it's definitely like a thick jelly. But that sponge cake isn't like, there's just something off about it. I've had better sponge cakes, you guys. So, they're all right. Just because I don't like the sponge cake part. But, yeah, not bad. All right, let's go ahead and try these bad boys out. It's the Wavy Pringles Smoked Cheddar. Let's see. It smells like a regular Pringle. I don't get like a cheesy or like a smoky scent. So like that, you can see they're wavy. They do have like the seasoning, like you can kind of see the orange seasoning on it. Not so much on this side, but we'll go ahead and try it. This is good, you guys. This is good. You can, right off the bat, when it hits your tongue, you get that smoky flavor. It's not like super overwhelming cheesy, but it does have a nice cheesy flavor. And it has that smokiness to it. It is on the thicker side, I will say, than your typical Pringle, which I kind of like. Tad bit salty, but other than that, that was really good, you guys. That is a nice smoky chip. All right, next up, let's just get this out of the way, you guys, because I'm really curious about it. Banana brittle. Like, who came up with this? All right. Why do I get like a hint of like caramel or something like that? Does it look like... Why does it look like it's like coconut or something rather? But it looks like that. It reminds me sort of like a graham cracker-ish kind of thing going on. I have no idea. But let's go ahead and try it. Made with coconut oil, organic, thin, crispy, banana brittle, plant-based. All I can say is it really does have that like organic flavor to it. There's definitely a hint of banana there, but it's not like an artificial banana or anything like that. It's not bad, but it's, I don't know, there's something missing. It's kind of bland to me. If you guys are familiar with like those bigger bananas that they use like in the, you know, like Mexican culture, plátano macho or something like that, that's kind of what it has, like that flavor, because it's like a distinct banana flavor, and it reminds me of those bananas to be specific. So it's not bad, it's okay, it's just I feel there's something missing, like that little extra hint of sweetness or something. Peanut butter is not overwhelming, but there's definitely a strange banana flavor there. All right, let's go for the Thin Mint. Definitely smells like Thin Mints, you guys. It's not overwhelming. And I wish it was a little bit more on the sweeter side, but you definitely have that minty flavor, but it's not an overwhelming minty. So that's actually kind of good because, you know, sometimes those mint coffees, they can get a little overwhelming. But it's not bad, not at all. But I think if I had to choose between the two, honestly, I would probably go with the coconut caramel. Just because, like, I like my minty coffees to be a little bit more minty. And this one, it just kind of lacks a little bit of the mintiness, a little bit of sweetness to it. Well, this one over here had a little bit more sweetness. But overall, not bad, you guys. Definitely Thin Mint for sure. All right, let's try out these taco flavored Doritos. They smell like taco seasoning. I mean, they look good. Look like that. Definitely has a bunch of seasoning on it, so... Oh. For a second there, I almost got like the kind of ranch flavor. I think maybe I have had these like years and years ago, you guys. But I like them. It's not overwhelming because, you know, sometimes taco seasoning can get super like salty and just have a really overwhelming taste. This is like just perfect, you guys. You definitely can taste like, you know, your typical kind of Dorito, but with that hint of taco seasoning like at the end. I like these. I really like these. All right, so we're going to go ahead and try the cherry sponge cakes. I don't suspect that they'll be like any different at all. Probably just going to be the same, just with the cherry filling. So. That legit tastes like real cherries. Not like the artificial stuff, not like the Marciano cherries or anything like that. I was expecting this to maybe have like a chocolate covered cherry kind of flavor to it, but it's definitely not. And the cherry is actually pretty sweet, but it definitely tastes more like a real cherry flavor. But still not digging the cake part of it. All right, last but not least, spicy guacamole flavored Pringles. I don't know. I mean, I like guacamole. Oh, you can definitely smell a bit of a spice to it. It does kind of like smell like guacamole. You have some like green seasoning on it. Camera probably won't pick it up, but you can kind of see there. Huh. It tastes like chips and salsa when you go to like a Mexican restaurant. That's what it tastes like to me. I mean, it has a slight spiciness to it, but it's not overwhelming. But you can definitely taste it like right when it hits your tongue. But it definitely tastes more like chips and salsa to me, you guys. Like you would get at a Mexican restaurant. Like that exact flavor of the salsa, that exact like spiciness of the salsa, like spot on. That's what this tastes like. I don't really get the guacamole, whatever, but I actually really like these. They're pretty good. So that is it, you guys. Hopefully you guys can find some of these items. I'm sure the Pringles you could probably pick up at like, you know, a big grocery store or something. Or if you have a grocery outlet, definitely check yours and see if they have it. And again, the rest of the items were from Big Lots, so I'm pretty sure you will be able to find those there if any of them were of interest to you. Thanks for watching. Join the family if you haven't, and I'll see you in my next video, you guys. Bye.